But I mean, I ain't never think Shakur was that bad of a individual. I thought he did some things um, that people didn't like because I think he saw opportunities to where it would benefit him, but it didn't show him in his best light. So, I mean, I seen that from him. I seen that from a lot of people, but I never thought that Shakur was a bad individual.
Yeah, I can respect that. But that being said, going into this fight, do you think that's just the style it goes in boxing where you see a huge card kind of take a step back like this?
A huge step back.
Man,
Yeah.
The card looked like it's still good to me.
Yeah, I don't think it'll take a huge step back. Like you got to remember, this was the third fight before the main event. It's not going to take a huge step back. He was pretty much fighting somebody that's on the undercard. So if it was the main event, I could see it taking a huge. I mean, I could see it taking a step back, but it's not the main event. It was just another fight that's on the card, and like I said, it
Mhm.
was the third fight from the main event. So I don't think it takes a step back. The card is going to continue going on. They just put somebody else in his place.
So we haven't seen something like this
yeah,
since Demetrius Andre dropped out of the Jamal Charlo fight. Do you think this will permanently stain Kid Austin's reputation?
No,
Yeah, I don't
oh
think so.
well, uh, uh no, I'm on the opposite side of my brothers. It hurts his career. Let's just
Mm.
cut to the chase. Um, let's just cut to the chase. We ain't gonna be nice, but we gonna be respectful. Um, and as a boxer fan, it hurts his career. This not an attack against them. For me, that's an attack against themselves. This the biggest fight of his career. He's gonna make, the biggest money, and he was going up against one of the one of the big names and one of the most talented and respected skilled fighters in the sport. So far as the card, yeah, people wanted to see Shakur against somebody, and even though some people didn't think Kid Austin was anything, but he's way better than this guy that's replacing him. So this hurts Kid Austin. And on top of that, before I pass the mic, I don't want to be long-winded. A lot of people is
Can
not
y'all hear
even
me?
buying it.
Okay,
What
salute
A
to
lot of
big
happened
sis
to
and then
hold
what?
brother
on,
What
big
Josh
dog. I'm
happened
coming
almost
to
in.
done.
him?
I'll just say this. Can y'all hear me?
Hold up, Pros.
yeah,
Okay, I'll
Yeah,
just say
yeah.
this. I guess for me, I feel like this is what the masses have been saying about about Kid Austin, and I think this kind of just unfortunately kind of gave credence and evidence to the fact that they said that those guys were all talk. I look
no,
at those guys as good friends,
Yeah.
so I kind of hate to hear that, but man, I just think that this might have been one of the biggest missteps of their early career, because it looked weight related. I'll be honest, it looked weight related. So from what I gathered from the information, they want you to weigh a certain amount throughout the week, and they wanted him, I guess, to weigh a certain amount on which would be today, Wednesday, and I guess he wasn't there, and he
Yeah.
was struggling with the weight cut. So I don't know
Right.
if
yeah.
that's the full story.
Oh,
From my buddy from my buddy Floyd Senior or Junior. I always forget how it goes, but Junior, what he told me was that his son was poisoned. So I don't know if that's the case. We'll never know. But I just say this. I hope to see him back, and I'm not gonna give up on him. I just think he got to kind of start from scratch now.
yeah. Let me say this.
Yeah, that's facts,
The
big
the the
Will.
whole situation. Um, it the thing is he wasn't poisoned. His body just couldn't take the weight cut. He had to make a certain weight. He wasn't able to make it, and his father came out and said it. He said his body just failed him. He couldn't make the weight cut, and so he might end up having to move to a different weight division because he's not able to make 135. We saw this happen with daggone Virgil Ortiz. He tried to make 147 time and
And
time
fell
again.
out.
He couldn't do it. So
Wow.
I don't think that this hurts Kid Austin's career because boxing fans are very short memory fans. They only remember what happened last. If we go 2 years down the line, and Kid Austin is fighting for a title, or he's fighting some other guy. Man, ain't nobody gonna remember about the fact that he couldn't make weight for Shakur Stevenson. Now the diehards that follow the story, yeah, we're gonna remember because we remember everything because we follow the story. But the boxing fans ain't gonna remember that. They ain't gonna remember that he couldn't
So
make weight for Shakur.
what's the thing about the passport and all that, Free? What was there any truth to that? Because what you
The
sound
what?
like makes him. I said, what about the passport? He said something. He mentioned something about a passport, but what you're saying sounds like more of an accurate story. The boy, and I heard Floyd say that, so I was like, so he fell out like Virgil was the first thing I thought of. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But like you
yeah.
said, that you make a good
Yeah,
point, Free. I think that he
but
just, I agree with Crush a little bit because it do kind of hurt. But because if he knew better than he couldn't make the weight, then why did he wait all this time to fall out? He should have known he couldn't do it.
I
But
mean, ain't
I'm
nobody
gonna be
talking
like
about
BB.
ain't nobody
I'm
talking
gonna
about
be like
Virgil.
BBO too, though. I'm gonna give the brother a chance. Another, I ain't gonna throw him away because he is very young.
Let's look at Virgil. Virgil held out of boxing for 2 years because he couldn't make the weight. He kept getting injured or getting sick or whatever it was. He couldn't make the weight. Nobody held it against Virgil. They still wanting to see Virgil in the ring right now. They ain't hold it against him.
yeah, but AD free. I feel what you're saying, bro. But let me just help you out with something real quick. Virgil and Kid Austin don't have the same star power or attention for one. Number two,
Exactly.
what makes sense, I hear that, but you got to look at all the excuses. We can't sweep up the excuses that he made before he got to being telling something that seemed like more logical. So I get you far as the fans, but the business part, you get this your very first stage, man. Ain't no promoter's gonna want to give you no chance.
He didn't make no
And with the
excuses. His
excuses
father did.
upon it, oh no, but see his father representing though, bro.
We talking about Kid
Just like
Austin.
Bill,
We talking about Kid Austin.
yeah,